In this world of technology, things are ever changing, rearranging. You need someone to help you out. I know someone who can. Come and take a journey with me as we go through the land of technology. You'll never be alone. You'll be with Paul Amadeus Lane in the tech zone.
Welcome back to the show, Paul Amadeus Lane. This is ABC News Radio KMIT, and you are in the tech zone. Talking about my recent visit to WonderCon 2018 in Anaheim. Now, if you were following me on social media, you got a chance to see some content live from the press room. Compliments of our friends over at LiveView. And one of the, I guess, really awesome features of going to WonderCon, Comic-Con, is being able to be invited to various press rooms. And when you go into these press rooms, you're able to chat with some of the stars, some of the creators, and really delve in a little deeper in their characters, talk to the producers, talk to the directors, and really get a well-rounded idea of the series and how it came about. One press room in particular that I really enjoyed going to was put on by Sony Crackle. Now, some of you may know the streaming service Crackle. Now, with Crackle, it's a video streaming distributor of original web shows, movies, and TV shows. It was founded in early 2000. It was known as Grouper, but it got rebranded in 2007, and Crackle is owned by Sony Pictures Entertainment, and the service is free with commercials on all supported platforms and some really good content that you can check out on Crackle. I love watching the original content there. Well, I had an opportunity to be invited to their Emmy-nominated animated series, Supermansion, to get a chance to chat with some of the stars, the behind-the-scenes minds, and I wanted to share my experience with you. Now, before I do that, if you've never seen Supermansion, here's a little trailer of the brand new season that's set to air real soon.
Former criminal mastermind Dr. DeViso saved the life of Titanium Rex.
Make way! I'm a doctor. Seeing as how Dr. DeViso and the Injustice Club helped save our society from a subtopian invasion, they are bona fide heroes. Say hello to your new roommates.
Well, that's just the station. I don't trust DeViso, and I never will.
Sergeant Agony, I don't feel safe.
I can't stand these villains living in my mansion.
I thought you and DeViso had developed a nice my two dads sort of thing.
I hate anti-heroes. I mean, pick a side.
I'd take a villain over a vigilante any day of the week.
I hear that word.
Wait a minute.
Now, for some of you who were listening on ABC News Radio and not able to view the content on live stream or YouTube, there's some amazing actors who lend their voices and actresses to Supermansion. And you definitely got to check it out. If you want to, it's in season 3 that's going to debut May 7th. So if you want to catch up right now, I encourage you to do so. Catch up, go to Crackle, catch up on season 1 and 2. And I think it's laugh out loud fun. And it's something truly, truly amazing. Well, I had an opportunity to catch up with one of the stars who lends her voice to this wonderful series, and you may recognize her from SNL. Check it out.
You got comedian, actress extraordinaire Heidi Gardner with me. How are you, my dear?
I'm good. How are you?
You know, I am trying not to fanboy right now.
What?
I'm like fanboying out, but I got to relax.
You can fanboy, because I'm not relaxed either. I'm always nervous and shy, and so we can do whatever.
You know, you're making me blush, right?
Oh, really? You're making me blush.
One thing I really love about your style, being a comedian, and especially in this series right here, shows your versatility. Talk about the difference between being on set in SNL and being a voiceover actress doing Supermansion?
Well, on Supermansion, it's all your voice. So it's weird how exhausting it is to try and give that performance when they can't see you. So sometimes when I'm doing the voices, I'll feel like I've done like a 3-hour workout. And that sounds really dumb, but it's exhausting, because you're giving it your all so that it just comes through in this like animated character. Whereas, when it's a live action thing, they can see every part of your face and body and yeah. So that's probably the biggest difference for me, is that it's actually a little more exhausting doing voiceover, but really fun. Yeah.
And when it comes to your character, what can you tell maybe the ones out there who may not know about your character to get them to start watching the show and really find out what you're doing on Supermansion?
So my character is half cat, half human. That is, she's, for me, she's like this like cat woman thing that's like got nothing to lose, totally herself, random, sweet, just like full of personality and kind of what I would want to be if I, didn't have insecurities or a little bit shy or, she just says it all. So it's just a really fun character for me to play.
That is so cool. So we're at WonderCon. My last question. If you could turn any superhero into a villain, which superhero would you turn into a villain?
Ooh, maybe the Hulk? Because he's so hulking when he's good, that what could he do if he was bad? That would be scary.
Well, give me the Hulk line. Don't make me angry.
Don't make me angry?
You won't like me when I'm...
You're going to like me when I'm bad?
When I'm angry. That's the Hulk.
The awesome Heidi Gardner. I tell you, I love her on SNL, and you're going to love her in Supermansion. That was pretty cool. She said the Hulk, and then I tried to give her the Hulk, don't make me angry, you won't like me. She is so awesome and so amazing. Got a chance to chat with another actress who lends her voice to Supermansion.
Hey, Yvette Nicole Brown is in the house. Can I hug you? Oh, she is so awesome. So,
yes,
voiceover actress.
yes.
Wonderful actress.
Thank you.
Talk about just this product and being involved in Supermansion.
It's great because it's stop motion animation, which I grew up watching, like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer and all that when I was a kid. It's a little irreverent. It's a little naughty. I tell my younger fans, like, this is not for you. But then I get to work with like Bryan Cranston and Chris Pine and Heidi and just Breckin. Like, there's so many great people, and it's been a pleasure and a joy.
Now, I was able to ask this question of Heidi about being on set and now being a voiceover actress in the studio. How's that kind of different to kind of get into the element? Because, you can play off your different co-stars and everything.
Yeah.
But in the booth, how do you get into element?
In the booth, you also have the director. The director's there, and they act out things. And then it's kind of like make-believe, like when you were a kid. When you were a kid and you're playing cops and robbers or whatever with your family in the backyard, you imagine things that aren't there. So it's kind of the same thing. And I feel like it's the most fun I have as an actor is voiceover because, one, I can wear my pajamas. I don't have to do hair and makeup. You can just show up, and it's all about your voice. None of the physicality matters, and that's why I love it.
That is so awesome. So, can you tell us a little something about your character?
Yes, I play Portia and Zenith. Portia is a talk show host, kind of like if Oprah was a Southern Baptist preacher. And Zenith is like from another world. She's like an Amazon woman. And they kind of flip-flop. They share the body. Portia's very by the book, super black, awesome. Zenith also black, but she's like just a warrior. She's an Amazon. She's amazing. So I get to play two really cool people. It's awesome.
That is so. Anything else you like to let the fans know out there about Supermansion, about what to look forward to?
Well, our season 3 debuts soon, and our trailer drops today. That's the most important thing. If you want to see snippets of what's to come on season 3, you got to watch the trailer.
The beautiful Yvette Nicole Brown here at WonderCon Supermansion. Thank you so much, my dear.
Brother.
All right.
Good to see you.
All right.
I just love Yvette Nicole Brown. I said, can I hug you? She gave me a hug. That was so awesome. Don't be hating. That's all that I'm saying. So really intrigued about her character. You are, aren't you? I'm channeling my inner Yoda. Next up, I had an opportunity to chat with an actor who also lends his voice to Supermansion, Breckin Meyer. And I give Breckin a little bit of the business, a little bit, not the business, but the business. And I was kind of prodded by one of the minds behind that to give him such a hard time. But check it out. Here's Breckin Meyer,
One of the baddest drummers on the planet too.
Oh,
Did you guys know that? You didn't know that, did you?
he's got some secret stuff here.
Hey, so talk about being involved in Super Mansion.
Super Mansion came about, because of Robot Chicken and whatnot. I know Zeb and Matt, and Zeb is one of my favorite writers on Robot, and he came up with this show that's just a super awesome, super fun idea, and he has been nice enough to let me play in his playground. So
Now, Brian, I was told by someone to ask you about the poster. You want to tell us something about the poster?
what about the poster?
They said,
You know what's interesting about the poster? My character's not on it. So I don't even know why I'm here. I don't even know why I'm bothering giving this time if they don't have the time to put my damn character on the poster.
that's what I'm talking about, my friend.
So in case you're wondering where Courtney is, you won't find him on the poster.
Acting on the screen
Okay.
and also doing voice acting. What are some of the
Voice
challenges?
acting's more fun. Voice acting's more fun. You get to play people you'd never get to play in live action. Live action, I'm never going to play Superman or Jesus or Lindsay Lohan. And on Robot and Super Mansion, I get to do all that magic and wonder. So I think voiceover acting is a lot more fun because you basically get your leash taken off and you get to run around.
That is so cool. So Brian, let's talk about the fans out there who've been following the series and going into Series 3 right here.
Okay.
What do they have to look forward to?
Man, that's a really good question. And somebody with more information will be able to tell you that. I will tell you that Courtney and Black Saturn are basically the Ross and Rachel of this show, in my opinion. It's a will they, won't they, based on their friendship.
That is so cool. So are you enjoying your WonderCon?
I just got here. I'm looking forward to walking the floor and picking up some things.
And Brian, when it comes to superhero mentality and everything,
Yes.
the spin that Super Mansion puts on it is really like a fresh spin.
Yeah.
And when you first got the project, what went through your mind?
Zeb and Matt. I mean, I knew Zeb and Matt through Robot, and Zeb's one of my favorite writers on the planet. And he's written comic books. He's written for Robot. He knows this world better than anybody. So if anyone's going to lampoon this world, it would be Zeb. So I was excited to be a part of it.
Well, Brian, great chatting with you. Now, I would be derelict in my duties if I didn't ask you your favorite drummer of all time.
Favorite drummer of all time. There's a guy. Okay, I'll just say three: Dave Navarro, Josh Freese, Taylor Hawkins.
That's what I'm talking about.
I know I don't want to get the different tweets on the Twitter about me giving Breckin Meyer a hard time of why he wasn't in the poster. Somebody put me up to it. And the person who put me up to it was this guy right here, Matt Senreich. He's the one that put me up to it. Here's my chat with him about the series, behind the scenes, and just putting something like this together.
So, Matt, let's talk about Super Mansion and just putting this project together and going to the third season.
It's surreal. I mean, the fact that you ever get to do one season of a show is amazing. The fact that now we're going into our third season, we just are flattered. I mean, Crackle's been an amazing partner and just been holding our hand, letting us create a whole new superhero universe, which I'm not going to complain about.
And talk about working with some of these great actors and actresses and taking them out of the screen and putting them in animation. How's that been?
It's amazing. I mean, I always say this is a little bit of it's the little show that could, Our roster of talent is unbelievable. We have Yvette Brown and Breckin Meyer here. It's Bryan Cranston, Keegan-Michael Key, Chris Pine. It's a surreal cast of characters that come in and, we make little action figures to become them and goof around with them. So, yeah, it's an amazing experience.
And talk about having services out there like Crackle that allows you to have streaming content and getting this great show out to the masses.
What's great about Crackle, is it's pretty much on every device, and the fact that you can just push a button and it's free as opposed to having to do like a subscription service blows my mind. My son was saying the other day, he's like, I don't get to see this. I'm like, just push the button and it's right there. I don't have to pay for you. That's a good thing.
Who would have thought technology exists to do that now, right?
Exactly. It's a wonderful thing.
Awesome. Anything else out there you like the fans or maybe even new viewers to know about getting on board and watching Supermansion?
I think what's great about Supermansion is it takes everything you know about the superhero genre and just turns it 90 degrees on the side. It's less about the action that's happening than the relationships, of what they're going to have for breakfast. And I think that's the fun of this show, is just what happens right after the fight or right before the fight that you get to pay attention to.
Yep, Matt was the one who put me up to it. But enjoyed talking to them. And again, the new series starts May the 7th. Catch up now. Download the Crackle app. Check it out. And I want to give a huge shout out to the folks over at Crackle. As you all know, the ones who've been following me for years, since I've been in the media, I'm disabled, confined to a wheelchair, pretty big one at that. But the folks over at Crackle put me on the press line so that I can be there with the other media outlets and to conduct my interviews. My hat goes off to everyone over at Sony Crackle for allowing a member of the disabled community to be a part of this wonderful press room. All right, enough of the mushy stuff. When we get back, we are going to do what? Oh yeah, going to be joined by a sci-fi legend. You don't want to miss that. Coming up. Be right back here.
In this world of technology, things are ever changing, rearranging. You need someone to help you out. I know someone who can. Come and take a journey with me as we go through the land of technology. You'll never be alone. You'll be with Paul Amadeus laying in the tech zone.